On a solo jungle excursion, tourist Alex was unexpectedly approached by a jaguar, an encounter that would usually spell danger. Yet this jaguar's behavior was far from threatening. It seemed intent on catching Alex's attention, pacing around and occasionally making eye contact. But before we start, make sure to subscribe if you haven't and hit that notification bell so that you won't miss any new stories. Surprised by the jaguar's non-aggressive demeanor, Alex cautiously observed, trying to understand what was happening. Compelled by the jaguar's persistent efforts, Alex took a leap of faith and decided to follow it, intrigued by what it might be trying to communicate. Alex keeps a respectful distance, mindful of the wild nature of his guide. Relying on gut instinct, Alex chooses to keep following. Aware of the potential dangers, Alex pauses to send a quick message to a friend. He shares his current location and briefly explains the situation, ensuring someone knows where he is. His phone, a slender tether to the outside world, is quickly put away. The weight of the jungle's isolation presses upon him, but the presence of the jaguar offers an odd comfort. Throughout the journey, the jaguar periodically glances back at Alex. Parting the leaves, he discovers a small, hidden area, seemingly untouched. It's a discovery that wouldn't have been possible without the jaguar's guidance. It's clear that these are signs of illegal activities, possibly poaching or unpermitted logging. Continuing on, the jaguar leads Alex to a deserted campsite. The campsite reveals a scene of chaos. Maps, gear, and personal items are scattered as if in a rush. Alex carefully steps around, noting the disorganized array, each item potentially a clue to the camper's sudden departure. With every step, Alex's resolve strengthens, driven by a need to understand the story behind this abandoned site. Inside the tent, the scene is even more telling. A backpack lies open, its contents spilled. Clothing, a camera, and a half-packed sleeping bag suggest a hurried departure. Amidst the clutter, a journal catches Alex's eye, its pages perhaps holding answers to the unfolding mystery. Alex discovers a diary among the scattered belongings. The first few pages are filled with descriptions of the camper's fascination with the jungle. It's clear from these pages that the camper was not just a visitor, but a passionate admirer of the jungle's intricate and wild beauty. As Alex flips through the diary, he notices a shift in focus. The entries begin to center around a rare black jaguar. Sketches of the majestic creature fill the margins, and the notes speak of the camper's growing obsession with finding and observing this elusive animal. With the realization that he might not be alone, Alex frantically searches the tent for something to defend himself. He remembers spotting a knife among the scattered belongings earlier. His fingers finally grasp the handle of the knife, providing a small sense of security. Hushed, muffled voices reach Alex's ears, confirming his suspicion that he's being watched. He strains to listen, catching snippets of conversation about his presence in the jungle. Using the tent for cover, Alex peers out cautiously, trying to spot the sources of the voices. Through the gaps in the tent's fabric, he glimpses shadows and figures moving through the trees, a chilling sign that the confrontation he's been dreading may be imminent. Suddenly, the camper from the diary emerges into view, accompanied by several others. In a moment of distraction among the group, Alex sees his chance. He makes a split-second decision and bolts from the tent, dashing into the thick jungle. The sounds of pursuit are quick to follow, with shouts and the crashing of foliage. Alex can hear the camper's group not far behind, their voices and movements creating a menacing backdrop. Every rustle and snap of a branch heightens his alertness. He's not just navigating the physical challenges of the jungle, but also evading the looming threats posed by his pursuers. A mother's plea. The mother jaguar's behavior speaks volumes. Her pacing, her focused gaze on the trapped cub, her occasional glances towards Alex, all point to a desperate plea for help. Alex examines the trap ensnaring the young jaguar, noting its complexity. It's a sinister design, showcasing the camper's skill but also a disturbing level of cruelty. The trap is robust and intricately set, designed to prevent escape without causing immediate harm, indicating a plan to capture rather than kill. With utmost care, Alex begins the delicate task of liberating the cub. He uses the wire cutters to snip through the net, aware that any sudden movement could startle the young jaguar or cause further entanglement. Each action to free the cub tightens the bond between Alex and the jaguars. As the final restraints fall away, freeing the cub, Alex senses the danger closing in. As they ready to move, the mother jaguar positions herself between Alex and the approaching danger. Her stance is protective, her body language signaling readiness to defend both her cub and Alex. Together, they stand united against the impending threat. In a touching scene, the mother jaguar and her cub reunite. Witnessing this tender moment of reunion, he feels privileged to have played a part in preserving the sanctity of their bond. The mother jaguar then turns to Alex, her eyes conveying a depth of gratitude. She approaches slowly, nudging him gently with her head in a silent gesture of thanks. With the immediate danger past, the jaguars lead Alex through the jungle. Their path, intuitive to the animals, is less clear to him, but he follows trustingly. Gradually, the dense foliage gives way to more familiar surroundings. The edge of the jungle appears, signaling the end of this extraordinary journey, a trek that has changed Alex in ways he's only beginning to understand. Back in the realm of civilization, Alex often finds himself reflecting on his incredible experience in the jungle. The adventure, with its dangers and discoveries, has imparted valuable lessons about nature, survival, and the deep connections possible between humans and wildlife. The memories of his journey and the bonds formed there linger in his mind, a constant reminder of the wild's call. Despite returning to his normal life, Alex feels an enduring impact from his encounter with the jaguars. The adventure has left an indelible mark on his soul, changing his perspective on the natural world and his place within it. The call of the wild, once a distant echo, now resonates strongly within him, a reminder of the profound connection he shared with the creatures of the jungle.